Hello everyone, this is Siddesh Kumar working as Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. So today we will be discussing the second video on loop control structures, that is about the for loop, what is the flowchart for the for loop, how will it be writing the flowchart, how will be writing a simple program on this for loop. Learning outcomes. At the end of this session, students will be able to develop programs using various loop control structures, that is for today's it will be the for loop control structure. Content. The following contents will be discussed in this particular video lecture, that is the for loop, what is the flow chart for the for loop. Okay. The for loop. A for loop is a repetition or loop control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that needs to execute a specific number of times. It means when you know the destination, what is the target, you know it, then only you can use a for loop. It's commonly used when the number of iterations is known. Okay. So the flowchart for the for loop. Flowchart means it's a pictorial representation about how the process is carried out, how the program is flowing out, how are you achieving the particular destination from your original position. So it basically starts with a start symbol, then it goes to that is the arrow direction, then the initialize symbol. It means from where you're starting, what is the initial value for it. Suppose I'm calculating the sum of the 10 numbers. Okay, the initial value may be sum equal to 0 because I want the initial sum to be 1. So based on that, sum equal to 0 or factorial, it may be sum equal to 1 depending on your condition, what your program is doing. Then comes the test condition. Test condition is where your condition, it may be like using the relational operators, I is less than or equal to n, some condition you're checking whether it is greater than or lesser than. If condition is satisfied, then it should go to the body of the loop. If it is true, suppose my condition is satisfied, means the value I is less than n, suppose 0 is less than 9, it's true condition, so it will go into the true condition, and afterwards body of the loop is executed. Body of loop may contain different statements. I want to calculate sum plus I, so it may be depending on the execution of the program, depending on your program, so that particular value will be executed. Then after body of the loop execution, it gets incremented. Update statement, it means it will I want to calculate sum of 10 numbers, so I'm starting I equal to 1. After this, the next number will be 2, so this I will be incremented to 2. Suppose the same condition is false, it will execute from the for loop. Okay, and afterwards the next statements will be executed. So this is how it is represented. It's where the program starts, start symbol, then the initialize symbol from where you're starting giving the initial values for the calculation purpose, then sum equal to 0, where sum is a variable or an identifier which is initialized to 0 in order to calculate sum of series 1 to 10. Test is here the condition is checked. Okay, relational operator you're using, or it may be logical operator depending on the conditions. Body of loop, various statements your execution after fulfilling the test condition. Then update statement, it means you're incrementing the value by 1. So the general form of the for loop can be written as for init condition increment. Init means your initial value. Okay, I equal to 0, I equal to 1. Initial value can be anything, it may be x equal to 0. Okay, that may be the initial value you are giving, or x equal to 1. Condition is nothing but you're checking whether the condition is true. It may be using the relational operators, I is less than n. Then increment is nothing but you're updating that particular value by 1. Then after, if it is condition is true, then it will go into the for body of the loop and execute it. So let us, is the for loop a entry controlled or exit control loop control structure? It's a entry control loop control structure, as you're checking the condition at the entry of the loop. Okay, if your condition is fulfilled, then only it will go to the body of the loop control statement. So let us now take an example for calculating the sum of the odd numbers of the series. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11. I want to calculate it. So basically when you go for the C++ programming, okay, it includes that is iostream.h. iostream stands for the input output stream header file. Okay, it contains two defined objects, that is cout and cin. These are the predefined objects, and it has two if cout is there, then you are using an insertion operator. Insertion operator means it will take the input string and print it on your monitor. Okay, then cin uses an extraction operator. You are taking the value from the keyboard and inserting into that particular variable. That in the next, it includes the header file like conio.h. It means console input output header file. Console input output header file comes with two functions, that is clr-ser and getch. clr-ser is basically used when we want to delete the previous values. I want to delete the previous values, whatever the execution I have carried out, and getch for getting the values on the screen. Then the void main. Void is the return type, and main is the function from where the execution of the program starts. Then it will go into the thing int n. N is, my n value is up to 11. Okay, this is the extreme value. N is an identifier for the extreme value. Int stands for the integer type of constant. Okay, you are defining n as a type of integer constant. Means it can have only unit what are the natural number values. It can't have the fractional values. Okay, sum equal to 0. My first sum, for obtaining the sum as 1, my first sum should be 1. Okay, then only it should go for 1 plus 3, 4. Okay, so sum equal to 0 was my first sum. Okay, I equal to 1. From 1 I am starting it. Then cout enter n. Cout is the predefined object for printing the output value, and this is, it comes with the two lesser than symbols, that is called insertion operator. Enter n. Insertion operator enter n. It takes the whatever the right hand side value and prints on the screen. Then cin. It comes with the extraction operator. Okay, n I'm entering the value of 11. Okay, I'm entering the value as 11, so it will be stored in the variable called n. For I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to n, I plus plus. For I equal to 1 is my from starting the initial value. I is less than or equal to n. N is the 11. So 1 is less than or equal to 11. Yes, okay. Then I plus plus means you are updating the I value. Then afterwards it goes to, I am checking whether a number is an odd number or even number. Basically, when you say a number is a odd or even, when it is divisible by 2, it is a even number. Okay, and if it is not perfectly divisible by 2, it is an odd number. If I modulus 2 not equal to 0, modulus or the percentage operator is used when you want to find the remainder of the number. Okay, I want to find 3 modulus of 2 is not equal to 0. So 3 divided by 2, remainder I will obtain as 1. So now I'll get into sum is equal to sum plus I. So it will be sum equal to 0, 0 plus 1. Then afterwards the cout, sum of the odd numbers I will print it. Then get ch, I'll be printing the value on the screen. So input enter n equal to 11. Output sum of the odd numbers is 36. So this is how it happens in your table or the execution of the program. Sum is equal to 0. Then I value will be 1. I modulus of 2 is not equal to 0. It's true. 1 is an odd number. So the sum will be 1. Then afterwards I plus plus means I value will be incremented to 2. What is my sum? Previous sum value was 1. 2 is an even number. Yes, it's an even number. So the sum value will not be updated. So sum will be 1. Now I value will be updated to 3. Now sum value was what was the previous sum was 1. 3 is an odd number. Yes. So previous sum was 1 plus 3. 4 will be done. Now this 3 will be incremented to 4. And this 4 is an even number again. So the sum will be the same. For 5 it will be a true. So the previous sum was 4. 4 plus 5, 9. Now I value will be incremented to 6. 6 is an even number. Okay. So 6 plus 9 will be, it will be 9 plus 7, 16. Okay. Now 7 is a odd number. So it will be 16 value and 7 will be incremented to 8. 8 is a even number. Yes. So 16 will be the same thing. Now 8 will be incremented to 9. 9 is a true number. It's an odd number. Yes, perfectly. So it will be 16 plus 9, 25. Now this value incremented to 10. It's a false number. So sum will be again same. For 11 it will be again changed to 36. So these are the following references: Object Oriented Programming by E. Balgurswamy. Thank you.